You know how many followers I got on this channel? I have like over 6,000 followers on my channel. Let me tell you, when I first started doing this channel in 2017, I wasn't really consistent with it, but when I started getting consistent with putting up stuff for you guys, my channel started to grow like really fast. And then the algorithm changed, and then it's like my subscribers, they do not even get notifications for my channels. You guys, they don't get notifications for my channel. So I have over 6,000 subscribers, and maybe I'll have like a 0.1% viewership on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Which is really kind of crazy, and that's just from subscribers. It is very small. It's a very small chance, very slim chance that my subscribers are actually going to see the videos. It's always just people from the internet, people from YouTube that are searching for help that see my videos. It's not my subscribers that's really seeing my videos. So look, I want you guys to take the time right now and subscribe to my channel. Click the bell. I think it might be like around here somewhere or something. Click that bell so that you can get the notifications for the channel, so that you know when I am going to be putting other work up. Okay. A couple of videos ago that I put up, I mentioned that I am not going to be talking about disease anymore, fibroid anymore, and I am not going to go back on that. Okay, I am not going to be talking about that stuff, and you shouldn't want me to keep talking about that stuff. You should not want me to have you focusing on stuff like that. So I'm gonna have you to focus on something else. I'm gonna give you something to focus on. Okay, I'm gonna give you something to focus on. I have my definition here that I'm gonna use for today, and I broke that definition down and all that type of stuff. So we gonna do some stuff. We're gonna do some stuff today. All right. I'm gonna have y'all to go into one of my playlists, because this is something that you should have been doing. If you were someone that was on my channel for a while, and then you were seeing how I was posting videos before the algorithms and everything changed and no one started getting anything, then you would see there is a certain way that I was putting my videos up with the information and have you guys doing or attempting to have people do certain things for your journey, right? Okay, so let me just say this. We're about to change some things up. Now, although the name of my channel is Cooking for Health with Timah, I was about to call myself something else. Cooking for Health with Timah, we know that food is more than what you eat, okay? So, we're doing something different, and we're not going to be focusing on disease. We're not going to do that. All right, so just get that out of your head. I don't want y'all asking me anything else about that, because it's all inside the other videos. Okay, it's all inside the other videos. You have to start shifting your attention. As a matter of fact, the energy for this age that we are in right now demands that you shift your attention and shift your focus. Okay. And so I'm here to try to help you guys with this. All right. So no more talking about disease. You must focus your mind on being healed. So how do you do this? First, let's deal with stress. And we all know what stress is, but let's get a definition so we can all be on the same page. Okay, so I have a definition here, and this came off the internet. Okay, so definition: stress, a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. Okay, now the part of that that stands out to me is where it says mental and emotional strain. And why does that stand out to me? Well, because stress affects the spirit body as well as the mental body, and then ultimately is going to affect the physical body. So the spirit body is the energy my emotions are in. It's much deeper than that, but this is where we're at right now. The spiritual body is the energy my emotions are in. So like being sad or sadness or anger, it can even be happy. And the mental body is about my thoughts. It's the stuff that I am thinking about in regards to being sad or angry or happy. And my physical body is about touch and how it feels in regards to my emotions and my thoughts. And now this is the part where shit starts to get real and manifest on a physical level. So now everything is starting to line up on a level, and everything is starting to line up between the spiritual body as well as the mental body. Okay, so now in regards to an illness, the spiritual body was already affected by stress and focused on being sad and angry. And those emotions led to depression, and the mental body is known as mental illness because sadness and anger has already started to affect your mind. Now, I'm going to go back to this definition, or at least part of this definition of stress, where it says a state of mental or emotional strain. Okay, so we have the spiritual and mental body with effects of stress, with emotional stress. Now when one is affected, I want you to see how it affects the others to follow, and I'm hoping you're starting to see this just with this here. Okay, now there's one step left. And so you're about to start manifesting some shit on your physical body, or at least on a physical level. So this is how I watch my energy moving through what's considered as time. Okay, I can see the past, I can see the present, and I can see the future. Now the past is what happened in the spirit level. The present is what's in my head, the thoughts I chose to focus on right now, in my mind, in the present. The future is the potential to see what could manifest on a physical level within my body. Now, manifest can almost seem as though it happened all at one time, because, like, oh my gosh, I have a rash on my hand, right? I mean, not really though, but that's how it seems that it actually happened. It's like it just showed up, like it just happened all at one time. So let's go back to that definition again and just change it up a little. Stress is when your spirit and mind are strained due to some very demanding circumstances. I like that better. It speaks to me. All right. So now that we have a definition for stress and some enlightenment of the three bodies, now this is where you will start to ask you some questions, okay? So one could be, what are the demanding circumstances that I am under that's causing my spirit to be on edge? 2, is it a relationship? Boyfriend, girlfriend? Is it relatives? Or 3, maybe you're thinking that it's your job. Now, I gotta say that if you're saying that if it's your job, I'm really wanting to say that it's maybe not actually the job per se, because spirit is really on a personal level. So maybe, just maybe, it's someone at your job, like an irritating ass coworker, or your boss, or it could be the pretenses that you believe that you have to put up with when you are around certain types of people instead of speaking your damn mind. Okay, so you believe you hate your job because quitting is actually easier said than done sometimes. Okay, so then ask yourself, what exactly is it that you hate about your job? Now that's important. This is important because you must ask yourself. Ask yourself. Who are you asking? The answer is yourself. And who is yourself that you're asking? You're asking spirit, and you're asking your mind. You are asking your mind and your spirit. You are talking to yourself. Your spirit already knows the emotions. So remember the spiritual body. The spiritual body, the spirit knows your emotions, and your mental body holds your thoughts, subconsciously and consciously. Okay? So, all right. Okay, so we're going to be dealing with stress here. Okay, so we're dealing with stress. Now, since my spiritual body is already holding the emotional energies that I have for something, that would mean that it's already here in my head as a thought, subconsciously or consciously. It is there. Now it's gonna manifest. Now it could happen several ways. You could just express it by speaking on it. You could have a reaction where your body might produce a headache, for example, or that rash. But the important thing is to figure out what has your spirit on edge and deal with it. Now, if you don't deal with stress and you start lingering on it for a long time, that's the thing that causes the issues. And this is the sympathetic nervous response, also known as the fight or flight mode. You know, you learn this type of stuff in psychology 101. You think you're never going to use it until the situation like this come up. Okay, so this is a root chakra issue, and the color is red, just like stop signs, stop light signs, you know, whatever, like my top. And what that does, it brings your attention to what it seems to be as danger. That's so that you can flee or fight it out. And at the same time, your body is releasing hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. Adrenaline and cortisol. Okay. Well, I listened to this conversation with Dr. Phil Valentine and Brother Rich, and he pointed something out about cortisol, saying how it can poison your blood as well as your brain, which is another reason why dealing with stress, including fear, immediately is important. So, if you can't get out of Dodge right by running away or exercising or something, fight it immediately to calm and remove those triggers. So any of your stress triggers, you have to remove any of those. So the hormones that's actually being produced, it's attempting to help you, okay? Because your body is detecting danger. So you must take action to actually burn this off. When that jittery type of feeling comes on, you have to burn that off, okay? So, I mean, you know, believe you me, we want our spirit, mind, and body to become aligned and coherent to manifest, but not out of fear and not due to stress, because that's when ease becomes dis-ease. That's where you may be right now. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that you are, and that's why you're dealing with whatever issues that you're dealing with right now. Now, there is a in my playlist called the my Fibroid Diary, I have a video entitled Do This. It's called Do This If You Have Fibroids, etc. You'll Need Paper and Pencil. That's the entire title of the video. Okay, so it's inside of the Fibroid, my Fibroid Diary playlist. I put this up like about two years ago or so. And then after, it's an exercise that you do. Okay, a lot of women who have actually done the exercise, they found it very beneficial. Men too. Okay, so it's not limiting. So I want you to go and do that exercise, and then once you're finished doing that exercise, I want you to come back to this video, and I want you to let me know that you've done the exercise so that I can progress on and bring some more information to you to move forward on. Okay, so at this very moment, if you haven't done so, go ahead, thumb up the video, help it to get through the algorithm, share the video with your family or friends, whomever you think needs to actually see this video and that can benefit from it. And if you need to, leave a comment right now. You already know what type of comments that I'm not going to be paying attention to any longer. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, so, but anyway, go ahead, do that exercise that's inside of my fibroid playlist, my fibroid diary playlist. And I also have a link inside of the video so that you can just follow that link as well. Okay, so go ahead, get that done, and I will see you guys on the next video, and maybe I'll start doing some more lives or something.